we got another update for you. As you can see, we have some countertops. We got the countertops installed today for the little section over there, and then they did a two-piece L here where they split it by the sink. We've also started putting, we started putting the top crown molding on the cabinets. I'm not really thrilled with it, especially how it goes on and all, and I messed up some cuts over here, but I'll try to fix that. We've also gotten this bottom trim pieces on that's supposed to cover the light when you put the undermount lights. The countertops themselves look great. That's exactly the color we picked out and how it's supposed to look, you know. There was a couple of problems. There is some gapping here, which is minor because we're going to be putting some backsplash on. However, when they started doing this one here, I guess when they laser measured, it didn't measure accurately because they had to cut into my drywall, my brand new drywall, to get the countertop to fit and to go in there. So they basically cut the countertop too long, and then had to cut it out rather than cut this back. And then back here, there is this humongous gap. Yes, I got fingers down in there. That's how big this gap is along here. Also, didn't get measured correctly apparently for that, but it's all the way down, because to get that to line up on there, they had to pull all of this out to get it to line up down there in the corner. So now our overhang is a little bit more than it was before. And what they could have done as their option number one is they could have recut this piece here, which is an L that comes together right here at the sink line. And that is, they chipped that, they didn't say nothing. They could have replaced this piece here, which would have caused it all to be pushed back. If they would have recut it, then I would have told them, hey, then you could cut this piece shorter, and then it wouldn't have jacked up my drywall. Because now I've got to get my backsplash to glue to the drywall, and some of this is really kind of flimsy now, which is not making me happy. So instead of having them do that, they normally do this this 4-inch backsplash that goes across all of their countertops when they do it. We weren't going to do that. We wanted it to be a clean look and have our backsplash that we're going to tile all the way down and then come right on that line, but it won't cover a 1/2 inch gap. It'll cover, you know, a 1/4 inch maybe, but that is just too much of a span. So when I called the guy, he says, well, they normally do this 4-inch backsplash. It's, you know, this thick basically, and it would cover that. I was like, well, I'm not paying extra for that because you guys made the mistake measuring. And he says, well, what we can do is we can remeasure, we can recut this. So then I hung up with him and I was like, fine, you guys can recut it. I talked to the installers, and they said, and I told them, I said, like, if you guys, you know, think that that's the better way to go rather than replacing this, then let me know. And you know, or if he would have offered me to do that backsplash little 4-inch strip for free from the get-go, then I would have probably went along with that rather than have them do all the damage they did. So the installer called up their boss, and they got me this backsplash strip that's going to go in here for free because of their mistake. So we're going to get the 4-inch backsplash. We have to wait till tomorrow for them to do that. 4-inch backsplash lip put on there, and then we'll just put our tile up to the top of that. We'll just try to make it work once we decide. They did drill our holes out for our faucets, and yes, they chipped this, but this is going to be covered by the backsplash piece, I'm hoping. We can't use it for a couple of weeks, or no, he said a few hours. We're going to go 24 hours. This is the company that we used. It's local to us here in Sumter, South Carolina. So Great working with this company so far. The installers were good. The guys at the shop were good. Everybody was good. The guy that came out to measure wasn't super thrilled with that experience. But yeah, that just shows that part. We did get a faucet. We went with a Price Fister, and anybody that knows about doing kitchen countertops and stuff like that, they won't install your plumbing fixtures because it's warranty issue, leak issues that they don't want to take on that responsibility. We did get our sink from that company as well, and they installed the sink. We got this really nice, I guess it's a farm sink or something like that, but it's just a big one sink, whole sink thing. Which is undermounted as well, which is all the things my wife wants for her dream kitchen here. So yeah, I'm gonna hook up the faucets and stuff in a couple of days. We have to get another garbage disposal to hook into there, and we've got to get some lines to hook up from this PEX line up to our new faucet. I got to figure that one out, and then I can hook up drain line, vent line to get to the new sink hookup hoogie thingy, however that's going to end up being. But I did all the other minor stuff as well. I did toe kicks, trim piece here, trim pieces up here. I need to adjust the doors, handle, get some handles and install those, and maybe the undermount lighting and stuff. And we're still looking for kitchen light that we are happy with, that hopefully can fill the room the way we want it to. So we're thinking of going this way, since the stove is straight ahead, to make it light up really good on this wall as well as in the stove area. And then we've got the other option of having it go this way, which would create light that way but not as much this way. So we would be counting on undermount lighting or top mount lighting to do something there. We're opting right now not to go with an additional light underneath here that's going to glare down onto the sink. But after we use it for a while, we may say, hey, we need more light here, and I can actually tie into the junction box way up there and add a light here if I need to. So I've got that as an option. But other than that, we are coming right along with our new kitchen. Like I said, totally happy with this so far. If you have any comments, questions, let us know. We also brought in our old chopping block island, movable island thing for right now, until we can determine what we want to do in this area with the bar area. And I'm thinking of putting an island out here, because the kitchen is just so big right now. So we can get a nice island out here, maybe 2 or 4 cabinets out there with an island, same countertop material on it, and then put the bar, but recess the bar out to the outside more. That should be nice. And yeah, that's what we've got. But ta-da, looking good. So like I said, hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or comments or anything that I can help with. All right, it's time for another update. I don't know where I left off last time, so I'm going to cover a few different things. We have all of the handles are on. All the hardware that my wife picked out, we got them on. Most of them are straight. Even up here, I've got all the cupboard doors adjusted to where they're all the same level. This one here, for some reason, was level, and then after we opened it and closed it a few times, it kind of got out of adjustment. So I think one of the screws might have been a little bit loose, so I have to fix that one again. My wife has started to bring some stuff in to decorate, and it's her kitchen, she can do what she wants. But yeah, she's loving that she has handles to open up all the drawers and stuff with. We also did some work in the closet. Ta-da! We built a closet shelves in our pantry. It's got we got 2x4s on 3 sides and 3/4 inch board that we had cut down so that we could put the shelving in here, and we just pack it full of stuff. So there's cans, glass stuff, all kinds of stuff. Most of the dry goods stuff that we're going to have, we're actually going to be putting into some totes and then putting it in here. But for right now, we just wanted to get the stuff and get it put away. The other thing that we're working on is the backsplash. We bought backsplash that my wife likes, and what they told us at the box store was, you know, set it out where you're going to put it and leave it for a few days, you know, walking in and out of the kitchen, and see if it's something that you like. And if it is, then you can, you know, start cutting it up and installing it. So that's what we've been doing. We put it on the wall here in the packages so we could see if we like it, and my wife loves it. So that means I have to get to work and actually install it. Only one downside so far is there is a lot of receps that I installed so that there's easy access to receps on all the walls. And because of that, I have to cut all these glass tiles, and these are glass tiles that are in here. So I do have a wet saw, and I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to do it. So, you know, you have to cut one section here off to make it flat and start at the corner and work your way around. I've got some different options that I've been watching. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to start off with the first one and try to use my roto zip and see if I can line these up where it needs to be at properly, and just cut down the line. Everything else should line up as long as you keep the tiles the right way. They should line up how they're staggered. So we'll see how that works. Plus on the top there's a gap up here, and it's roughly 2 inches to where it was supposed to, the line was supposed to be. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some of the extra pieces and just cut like two strips off and glue those up there. And then when it gets over to here, I can go a whole sheet up and then add on the top of this one. So it should work out pretty good. We did get the faucet installed, and the soap dispenser installed, and the garbage disposal installed, and wife is super happy with all that. She's already got all her cleaning supplies down here, but yeah, all new. The plumbing was pretty easy. It's vented. On the top of the pipe here there's a vent, and there's just the one pipe going down. The pipe comes out of the garbage disposal down into the P-trap, up, in, and down. The faucet was extremely easy to install compared to some of the older styles. You don't have to get under the sink with a wrench or anything. Everything was done from the top. Piece of cake. I did cut my PEX and put in new shut-off valves, and with the proper fitting for the faucet water lines to attach to. We don't have a garbage disposal. On the garbage disposal, we didn't have to punch out for the dishwasher, because we did not put a dishwasher in this kitchen because we wash our own dishes, and that's the way my wife wanted it. And we also got another dog who likes to tear up and drag everything all over the place. We're still not going to do anything with the flooring, mainly because of him, because we were going to do just flooring in here, but he is still learning how to potty train him, and he is peeing on our other boards, so we may actually have to do and replace boards all the way through into the dining room, and possibly even some into our living room. We'll see how that goes. We do have our other shelf up over here with our canned goods, because we do a lot of canning from gardening, so we needed a place for that, and it just blends really nicely into, you know, the larger kitchen scheme that we have going on here. And yeah, so it is really coming together. We did bring this table back in here temporarily. This is going to be the next project for the kitchen, is replacing the bar and making an island that you know, that comes out in the middle here. That's the plan. We're going to draw it up, go back down to the box store and have the lady down there kind of draw it up on the computer and see, you know, what options we have with the weird angles that we have to the wall. And yeah, that'll be the final stage of the kitchen, and then we can do flooring. But for right now, yeah, we're pretty much done with this. Like I said, I just have the backsplash, and I'm going to change all the receps and the switches to the gray ones that I bought with the gray covers. And this kitchen will be, this part of the project will be done. We do possibly want to install above mount and under mount cabinet lighting, which the power box is up there. If you can see it, it's up there over the sink, and it's already wired. So all we need to do is hook up the lights. We've already got it wired to the switch here, which is taped off so we don't use it. And yeah, as soon as we get those in, if we choose to do it, then we can do that. If I don't choose to do that, I can just put a light right over the sink, shining down on that, and we can use that switch just for that too. So we have that option. But yeah, just wanted to kind of do another follow-up on what we're about. But yeah, it's looking really good. My wife is really happy with it so far. So if she's happy, I'm happy. We will get back to you when we have another update.